welcome to today's Captain's Blog. It's 12:43 hours on May 7th, 2014, and Batman discovered a puddle. We had a thunderstorm last night, and I have a helicopter today, and I haven't crashed anything yet, so come on guys, it's AFO. Joe, you need to know about AFO time. You know what AFO time is?
No, but I can look it up.
Authorized fucking off. We're gonna... We have all kinds of stuff to accomplish today.
Look both ways. Look both ways. Hold my hand. Come on, buddy system. Field trip.
So, it's a normal thing a couple times a day. I just say, okay, we're going to screw off and go play with a helicopter.
Jesus. Look at this
Batman
friggin' lake.
Like, what does it look like when it goes over a puddle? It's like, I don't know, there's a puddle in the park, and let's go check it out. And he's like, this. He's like, oh my God, look at that puddle. I'm like, okay.
It's a sinkhole now.
That's a puddle.
Ah, too bad we don't have our jet or John ski. Or ski John, whatever. Your jet John, that was the word.
Alright, Batman, are you ready? So Batman wants to know what ground effect looks like over a puddle. And this is cool because it's nice and big and smooth. So, Batman, here is your demonstration, because I don't know either, I've never done it. A little bit of wind there. Batman?
Yeah.
It looks a lot better if I can see the helicopter.
Oh.
There you go.
It ripples a bit.
You want to do a speed run over the water? Alright, you ready?
Yep.
That's too high. Small one. Give me a second here. I'm going to come back to this side, get a good stable hover. Whoa!
Nice stable hover, all right.
I'm just glad it decided to fall out of the sky over here.
Not in the lake.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is almost deep enough. If he lands in the right spot, he'd fully submerge it.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me.
I lost my main motor.
It was probably that little that little dip. We'll let it sit and put an air gun on it for a bit.
I'm gonna see if I can get back in the air. If I can get enough stuff moving through it, it might be all right. Canopy mounts on these things are really hard.
It doesn't help the circuitry on the bottom of the motor.
I just want to make sure our battery is totally unplugged. All right, really cool. Yeah, there's a little circuit board on the bottom of the motor. The battery got a little wet, but that shouldn't actually affect it because it's sealed in the thing. But I don't know. So there's our preliminary experimentation.
There's one aircraft. How many aircraft do you have left?
Shut up, man. It's all right. I got a spare one of these.
You gotta spare almost everything at this point.
The ones that I fly the most, I tend to have two of. Like I have two Nanos and I have two of these. Because this one's just fun for, I want to do stupid shit and just experiment. And it's really cheap. This is only a basic 4-channel, but it's big, so it's fun. It makes the wappa wappa. I like the wappa wappa.
Wappa wappa wappa.
And then I got two of the Nanos because I fly the hell out of that thing. It's my main helicopter. And it's proven worth it because I've gotten good enough at the Nano that like I can actually do stuff. Except a flip. I can't flip it.
Yeah.
But I'm getting there. I was really close. I almost killed Batman a little bit yesterday.
Hey Batman.
Yeah.
I think we need to take the forklift out and get that camera mounted entirely.
We should do that today while I'm fucking with the forklift.
We can't mount it in that spot, but we know where we're going to put it.
Well, either way, I'm afraid banging.
No, that camera there, we have a security camera. The wind knocked it off.
Yeah, we got to fix that. That's easy to fix.
Yeah.
When you replace it, don't use the yellow anchors. Use the hammer and mushroom ones, the metal ones, and that'll be great.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna blow this out.
Okay.
And another one down, and another one down.
Another one bites the dust?
Yeah. Did you see that big puff of black?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And sparkles as I blow
There
off
went
the
the
fake
chrome.
chrome.
There went all your chrome.
All right. Let's see if it'll come back.
Past really excited that I'm concerned.
Yes, that dog is not allowed to know joy.
Yeah, I think he killed the motor.
This is how I lost my second finger.
Contact! I love how the gyros are working.
To donut.
Donuts! Helicopter donuts! Alright guys, it's time for viewer mail. It's massive today. It's massive viewer mail. It's a flag. What is the flag of? Do we know? Any guesses? I have no idea. It's tropical looking. Oh, the blue, the blue, the blue. Hang on, I think I know it. It is tropical. Yup. Yep. What is that the flag of? St. Vincent.
Oh.
Excellent. So who sent it in? Who do we have in St. Vincent? That's cool. That's excellent. That's viewer mail for the day too. It's a light day, but we have a St. Vincent flag and nothing else. That's the whole day. And I need, no, I've got a Sharpie. Joe, do you have a Sharpie yet?
No.
You need a Sharpie. All right, so we have a St. Vincent flag. No, it's not Brazil. Brazil has a big globe on it. It's a very distinctive flag. Brazil's one of the easy ones. All right, you guys have fun. That's viewer mail. Thank you to our members in St. Vincent.
Close to call even now. All the precincts have reported in. Aiken is leading by roughly 400 votes. But it's not a carriage.
All right, so time is 13:08 hours. And we are cruising to the plastics place. They're gonna let us look through their drops pile. We're gonna get some PVC sheets so that we can build the discs for the Towers of Hanoi project. This is the excitement of our day. And Joe gets to ride in my car. He got to experience the joy of putting on the harness and all that. So, tell him about you, Joe.
I don't know what there is to say. I'm a college student doing audio stuff.
Why are you at the Geek Group?
I saw the posting.
You can turn that around and point at you, because it's weird if you're talking, it's pointing at me.
That's true.
It's like some kind of fucked up ventriloquist or something.
I saw the posting on the Laker jobs board, sent in an email. Liz emailed me back. We corresponded.
You dick!
What?
What are you doing wrong? What are you doing wrong right now? Oh my god!
I'm not holding the camera with two hands.
No, you're holding the camera on top and covering the microphones, and now there's like 300 comments of, oh my god, he's the audio guy, and he fucked up the sound. This is why we can't have nice things, Joe.
I'm sorry.
All right, so tell him your story.
Oh man. I decided in about middle school, after I decided not to be a philosopher,
You wanted to be a philosopher.
Yeah, in 6th grade. My social studies teacher told me I'd be good at it, so I read a whole bunch of Nietzsche. I didn't understand a word of it. And decided that someday I was going to open my own radio station. And then I realized that radio is not a great place to sort of start working, as it's dwindling thanks to podcasting and Pandora
radio's
and
a dying
Spotify.
I'm really okay with that too.
Yeah, no, it's
Hello.
It's not something that's really thriving. So after that, I decided that I might as well become a broadcasting major.
Because you couldn't afford to start a newspaper?
Pretty much.
Okay.
And took several of the introductory classes and decided that audio was my thing, rather than being a news anchor.
So you want to be an audio guy specifically in the broadcasting world?
Not specifically.
That's like your focus?
I don't know. I think it was, there's no minor for film and video, and double majoring in both broadcasting and film and video would be suicide.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
And I started with broadcasting, and in the interest of graduating in 4 years, decided to stick with it.
Yeah.
I have plenty of film and video friends that if I needed an in the movie making world as an audio guy, then I would have one.
Judging by your steady camera work, I'm gonna say audio is definitely the side of the AV thing you should be on.
Yeah.
You should show them out front. Ladies and gentlemen, the Grand Rapids Grand Prix! One of my favorite places to drive, the Escort. So how old are you?
21.
When do you graduate?
Next year, in the winter.
In the winter. Oh, you're one of those weird kids.
Well, no, not in the winter. I don't know what I'm saying. I have 2 more semesters. I have
Keep
the fall
thinking
and
like
the
that,
winter.
they're gonna make you a law student.
I hope not.
It'll happen. It happened to Patrick. He was a nice kid once.
It still seems nice to me.
Oh, you give him time. He's just about to pass his bar exam.
Okay.
Then he's a for real lawyer.
That's why.
He's already taken the bar exam, but he hasn't gotten his grade back yet. He doesn't know if he passed.
Okay.
If he passed, he'll become one of the evil ones. Let's get the hell out of here. So, what did we start doing today that they're going to want to know about?
Today we started official construction on the recording studio in Studio B.
The very humble beginnings.
Very, very preliminary.
But it's a start.
Yes, it is.
There's going to be a lot of stuff that we have to clean out, and we're going to have to raise a lot of funding to be able to get construction materials to build the studio. So you guys should keep an eye on Surplus and Bug Editor in the IRC as much as you can, because we want to sell all the old Surplus electronic stuff that we're not going to use, so that we can buy the stuff that we are going to use. Because we'll take like 5 pieces of, it's good working equipment, it's just junk to us, we don't have a need for it, and we'll sell that in the web store, and we'll use the money to buy 1 piece of equipment that we do need in the recording studio, or a bunch of 2x6s. There's going to be a lot of 2x lumber, a whole lot. We're going to need 1,000 2x4s, a ton of 2x8s, and we're going to spend a fortune on Oralex. Oralex and rock wool, that's going to be a big thing. You're going to see us go through a lot of rock wool. So now we're all going to slow down for reasons that nobody understands. And here we are. We're coming up on Boden Street. Rocco lives right over there. No, it's not true. Rocco lives right over there. So, what made you you want to choose the Geek Group? Had you ever heard about us before?
I had not heard about the Geek Group until I sent the email out, and then I binge watched a bunch of videos and a bunch of Captain's blogs to sort of acclimate myself to the company culture, as it were.
Do we have a company culture? We have a company counterculture.
Yes, okay, that's a term I'm willing to use.
Company counterculture.
But yeah, so I was fairly prepared for what I was getting myself into by the time I started last week. But when the word snark was in the job description, I decided that it was probably something that I could get my head around.
Just had one of those moments of these are my people.
Yeah, pretty much. And then I came in, Liz showed me around the place, and I knew where I wanted to be.
It's not the typical internship.
It's not.
Normal audio intern guys don't get to just like, oh hey, we're gonna screw off for an hour and we're gonna go get plastic so that we can build this really cool math project for a giant freaking robot.
And that's why I like it here.
We're glad to have you. So what do you want to know? Ask me something.
Do you prefer hardware or software when mixing things?
Depends on what I'm doing. If it's analog stuff, I definitely prefer, you know, hardware. I like the feel of faders. As a rule, I definitely prefer hardware. Really, I'd rather have a mixing console. I mean, you can do it even in a digital world though. Now you can use a big Pro Tools system and sit in front of a 5-foot long mouse, and because that's all it is. The big Pro Tools console, the big Digidesign stuff, it plugs into a computer from USB. I think that's hilarious, by the way, that they have this giant console and it's just really it's just a mouse.
Okay.
I like control surfaces. I like knobs and buttons. When I was a kid, when I was really little, I was like 5, I had this poster of a spaceship, like the inside of a fictional space. It was the 80s, man, so.
Yeah.
And I had this poster of a spaceship, and it was just sitting in a spaceship, looking out the window into space, and you're in front of this big desk with a million knobs and buttons and stuff, right? It was nerd art. And as a 5-year-old kid, I thought that's just the coolest thing ever. So, a couple years later, I'm like watching TV or something, and I was watching like MTV or something, and I saw a dude sitting in front of it was a mixing console. And here's this guy who's got his spaceship. You know, he has all the knobs. And that looked like fun to me. And I liked music a lot. I've always been really, really, really big into music. Why are there so many cars pointing the wrong way? And it's just one of those things, like, wow, that's gonna suck. And I was like, that looks like fun. And I just got more and more into music. I used to go to the Salvation Army and Goodwill and buy records for like $0.25 a piece.
Mm-hmm.
And I even remember my first record. It was ELO Mission, a New World record. And I bought a lot of records. I bought a lot of tapes. I had more cassette tapes. Had drawers full of cassette tapes, but lots of records. And then piles and piles of CDs. And I started collecting audio equipment. I met this guy named Paul. What the fuck are you doing God, you drive like old people fuck. I met this guy named Paul who owned, God, I can't remember the name of it. I think it was Main Street Music back then. I think that was the name of it. I could be wrong. But he used to own a music store in Coopersville. And I bought a lot of tapes and CDs there. And he had an old Crate B1 amplifier, and I bought it. and because I needed an amplifier and it was cheap. I didn't have any instruments, but I needed an amplifier because I spent $100 and bought a Pyramid mixing console, just a crappy little mixing console. And I took a lot of parts out of my parents' stereo and built my first studio. And I started just playing with music, and it grew. And a friend of mine bought me a, well, he gave it to me. I don't know where he got it. But a friend of mine scrounged up a TIAC A3340S, which is a 10-inch hub, quarter-track reel-to-reel. It's quarter-inch reel-to-reel, 4-track. And that was the first thing I had that could do multi-track. Whereas, like, with everything before that, it was all just cassettes, so I could record stuff. I could learn basic editing, like slam editing, and I was doing razor blade editing with cassette tapes. And man, if you want to know patience and pain, razor blade edit cassette tapes, that sucked. But it's what I had, and I wanted to learn it. I wanted to learn how to cut. But he got me a quarter-inch machine, and now for the first time I could do multi-track, which is where I could record something on track 1, rewind the tape, and record something on track 2 without erasing track 1. And I was doing overdubs with cassette tape before that. But it takes 3 cassette decks, and you've just got to keep ping-ponging. And it's cassette decks, so the generational losses are just massive. Because it's not only analog, it's analog at like less than 2 inches per second of tape travel on a crazy narrow little 1/8-inch tape that's got 4 linear tracks crammed into it. So those were dark days. Yeah. Those were dark days. But I bumped up to this quarter-track machine thanks to Jeff, and that just changed my whole world because, oh my god, I've got sync. I didn't have to mess with old guitar delay pedals and stuff to get things to line up, and it was yeah, I did that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was like that. I was 12. I had nothing but free time. Okay, the internet hadn't been invented yet for normal people, and I spent a lot of time in my bedroom in the basement, just playing with sound. I did some really weird, crazy, like John Gage shit, just learning, just exploring. But I got 4 tracks, and then I could do real work, and that changed everything. I built my first studio in the basement, and got a job. Like you, I was like, I want to be on the radio. I want to get into radio. I actually went into radio because radio wasn't dead back then. This is like early 90s. And I got a gig. I got a couple gigs on like little crappy college stations with like 10-watt transmitters. And I ended up, the station doesn't even exist anymore, but there was this crazy old Jew. He was awesome. I loved that man. His name was Al Lane. And he used to run a station called WBYW. 89.9 WBYW FM, Grand Rapids, Michigan. We bring you the world. And that was WBYW's. We bring you the world. That's what they got out of that. I think they just ended up with a random set of call letters from the FCC, and they had to make some shit up. So it's like a backronym. But I ended up doing a show there, and I was 15. And the show was called the Molotov Cocktail Hour.
Okay.
Tony Brown came up with the name, and I just thought it was awesome. I was like, yeah, that works for me, the Molotov Cocktail Hour. Yeah, I can rock this. And we did. I did a show there for years. It was cool though, because like, you didn't pay, it was free gig.
Sure.
But I wasn't really an intern because there was nobody there to teach me anything. I had like 1 hour of instruction on, okay, here's how to fill out the transmitter log. Here's, it's all rotary pots.
Yeah.
And they just gave me the real basics of it. But I'd spent so much time in my little home studio that was pretty much the same thing. It's like, okay, there's 2 CD players, 2 tape decks, 2 turntables, and the EBS system. So what more do you need? and I was in grade school, and I lived way out in the country, so I'd start walking to school at about 7 a.m. because school had started like 8. And I lived way out in the sticks. I could have rode the bus, but I hated riding the bus, so I just walked to school. Hopped the highway, it was cool. And I'd go to school, have my normal school day, get out of school, go home, do all my pre-production, and then go on the air at midnight. My time slot officially ended at like 2 or 4 a.m. I think it was 4 a.m. But there wasn't anybody that came in after me until 6 a.m. And normally what I was supposed to do is just like play a certain CD of like PSAs or some bullshit like that. But nobody cared if I went long because I'm not eating up anybody else's time.
Sure.
So I go on the air at midnight, and I'd stay on the air until like 6 a.m.
Oh yeah.
Because why not? There's nobody else there. I'm not screwing up anybody else's day. Nobody cares. And I'd do a show all night and then go to school the next morning.
Wow. That was a once a week show?
Yeah, that was Tuesday nights.
Oh, okay.
Tuesday nights at midnight, man. That's the best time slot. I had like 3, maybe 4 listeners.
Yeah. When I did mine for Grand Valley, mine was, I think, Wednesday from midnight to 2:30 or something like that.
Was it what station?
It was WCKS. I don't even think they have an FM signal. But
Was this-
It was online.
Was it in the basement of the Commons?
Yeah.
They have an FM signal.
They used to, and then it got taken away because somebody did something stupid or something, and now they're trying to get a new one.
Okay.
But
I did a show there.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Down the basement of the Commons, like right by the print room, like where you go for like, I don't know, it's like the campus print shop, I guess.
Yeah.
And the ham radio guys are you straight out the door, and then across the room, back by the back door on the left, was the ham radio guys, and they just had a desk and a ham radio. That was the whole ham radio club. It was one desk and one like ICOM ham radio.
Wow.
Now, I'm sure it's a little different for you now. I did this back in like, God, I was there in 93, 94, 95, that era.
Okay. Yeah, I think it like moved around once or twice.
Where's Batman going? Oh, Batman, you dick! You dick! You shit! Shit! I'm an idiot. Okay, we can do this. Batman faked me out. He's like, oh, I gotta go over here, and I screwed it up.
Oh.
And I gotta go that way. I'm gonna go in here. And then I'm gonna go this way. Which all the signs say not to do, but I did it anyway.
I didn't see any police.
I didn't see nothing. Yeah, you never see any police. Nobody ever gets a ticket when they thought they saw the cop.
That's true.
But now it's on the blog. So, like, some cop's gonna watch this, and I'm just gonna get a ticket in the mail for an illegal U-turn.
Well, that's what editing is for.
Oh yeah, I'm totally gonna edit that out. How long's your clip?
20:45.
You might want to start a new one, because
Okay.
we're gonna run out.
And we're back.
And we're back. We're on Broadmoor now. Driving in the rain. Logging out. That's where we're going. We gotta go to East Paris. Now, I've never been to this place, so I'm not entirely sure where we're going.
Alright.
Just so you know.
So as an elementary school student doing radio, what music did you play? Did they have a set list of things?
I played anything I wanted. I brought all my own music.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm gonna have to look this place up so we can figure out where the hell we're going. But I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna try a run down here because I got a rough idea where we're going.
What's this place called?
Laird Plastics. Just look for a plastics place.
There it is.
Oh, that's it. Okay. Well, now I know where we're going. Smaller place than I thought. I expected them to have like a giant warehouse filled with, you know, plastic. Oh, boss's car.
Yeah.
He's got the Pontiac Solstice. I got the Honda Del Sol. Yeah, there's Batman. We still beat him here. Let's try and not park like dicks. No solicitation. Really? You're out way the hell out by the airport. Do you really get that much? Because if I was selling stuff door to door, this would not be prime territory for me. Alright, we're gonna go inside and we're gonna do stuff. We'll be back in a minute. Hey Joe, that's backwards. You're gonna die.
I am gonna die. And probably today, by the looks of it.
Are you good?
Yes.
Okay, now, yeah, there you go. Now you want to pull these back. This, here. So completely fucked. Okay, here. Hey, Joe.
Yes.
We got the plastic.
We did. We got the plastic.
So what'd you think of the place?
I always get anxious when I'm in warehouses.
You get anxious?
Yeah, well, I worked at Steelcase for a couple of summers, and it messed with me psychologically.
Really?
I'm a fragile person,
You delicate?
and industrial settings just
You work
make
at the
me
Geek
uncomfortable.
Group.
It's not that industrial. It's more of like Bill Nye's laboratory.
We have forklifts driving around.
That's not exactly the same.
That's pretty much the definition of when you're in an industrial environment. If it's a totally normal thing to see a forklift driving around, you're in an industrial environment. If it's a place that is a house and people sleep there, it's a residential environment. If it's a place where you go to work, it's a commercial environment. If there's forklifts, it's an industrial environment. These are the lines.
Okay.
It's like science, man. It's just a thing. All right, we got to get the hell out of here. So we're gonna turn on to Broadmoor. And then we got to go left to go right.
Because Michigan.
Yep. So we're going left. So that we can turn left. But first we had to go right. Oh, we're gonna wait here a while. Wow, we're dumb. So we're just gonna sit here and breathe. In the nose. Out the mouth. Just find your center. So now we've got the plastic so that we can start building the discs. Once we've got the discs, we can build the end effector and the table. And once we've got the discs, the table, and the end effector, we can tweak the software. And once we've tweaked the software, then Joe, it's time for you to do your thing, because we're making a video.
Awesome.
It could be done in a week. What's on your mind, Joe?
Not much. I don't know.
How do you feel about building a recording studio?
I'm pretty darn excited.
You gotta get some help. You're gonna need more interns. You'll need an army.
That's just good for any day,
Yeah?
having an army.
It's 44th Street. I want to turn there. I need this guy to go past me. There you go. Okay. Look at you all in a hurry. It's a red light anyway. Look at you all up in the Kool-Aid. You don't even know the flavor.
Is that a term?
You never heard that before?
I have not.
All up in the Kool-Aid, don't even know the flavor. I have no idea what that's from, but man, that's been around a long time. That's got to go back to like early 90s.
Probably. It's when Kool-Aid was at its heyday.
Hey, don't talk bad about Kool-Aid.
I never would.
Don't talk bad about Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid is inherently good. It's just the question of some of the people that use it. Like roommates who decide not to clean up the powder off of the kitchen counter. And my nice white kitchen counter turns red or blue. Forever. And then I lose my security deposit because landlords
There's a whole story here, isn't there? You got a whole Kool-Aid story, don't you?
I have a whole novel.
So, where are you from?
I'm from Kentwood. Been there pretty much my whole life.
Okay, where at? What's your neighborhood?
Right by Glenwood Elementary School.
I have no idea where the hell that is.
No?
Give me a number street and a name street.
Off of Eastern, sort of in between, like perfectly in between 60th and 52nd.
Okay, see that I know.
Okay. Fair enough.
You say 60th and Eastern. It's like, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Southeast side,
Sure.
not too far from the river. Past the airport, you know, they're just certain.
Yeah. I spent a lot of time inside.
You can tell.
I still spend a lot of time inside.
You're gonna be an audio guy.
Yeah.
It's okay. The only time you'll have to spend out time as an audio guy, like days like today, you never have to work outside as an audio guy. The days that you're gonna have to work outside are like when it's 95 degrees and you have to hold a microphone boom standing in the middle of a parking lot while I have to talk about something really stupid like manhole covers or something like that. Those are the days you'll have to work outside. Or if it's freezing cold and there's 3 feet of snow, we won't shoot outside when it's 20 degrees. We'll shoot outside the day after when it's like 20 below, standing in 3 feet of snow in the middle of a junkyard because I have to melt ice off a windshield with a flamethrower. That may have been a thing that happened.
Oh.
That sucked. Or not a flamethrower, a blowtorch. Like a big industrial blowtorch.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm sure those will be the days that just make everything worth it.
Oh, totally. No, the days that make everything worth it are like when we're hanging on the side of a locomotive. We've done that too.
Oh, man.
You'll get to be in some pretty interesting. Go back and watch the Geek Group videos, like not the studio ones, but like the ones where we're out in the field. Those are some of the most fun.
Yeah, I must have missed those. But
Check
you guys have a
out
lot
the
of
train
videos.
one. The train one's pretty cool. It's a popular video too. It gets a lot of hits. We did one on a big crane that was really nifty.
Oh, okay.
We're going to be doing a lot more out in the field videos very soon. In fact, we have one coming up on a radar dish that's going to be pretty neat.
Oh?
Yeah, we're gonna do radar. So you're a Kentwood kid. Tell them about our neighborhood. What's out here?
Alright.
Tell them where we are.
We're
at 44th and Kalamazoo.
We're at 44th and Kalamazoo. There's a tobacco shop down Kalamazoo a little ways, where they have good hookah materials. And there's a church.
What does it cost to
That
buy
way?
a hookah?
To buy a hookah,
Yeah.
it depends upon the quality. I've had friends spend up to $50 for pretty nice ones. I'm sure you could go more expensive than that. You could go cheaper than that, but the cleaning of it gets a little tedious because it's so small, and if the materials aren't good, then it starts to rust, and
Okay.
then you
But
might
a decent
as well.
hookah, you're looking at like $50.
Yeah, I'd have to consult.
I have a
with
relative who is into such things, and I heard that he wants a hookah really bad, and I don't know anything about hookahs. I quit smoking years ago. So, what the hell do I... And I've never smoked a hookah in my life. But I hear he's into it, so knowing a place to get a good hookah, that's helpful. So you're my hookah guy now.
people. Okay. Via my hookah guys.
See how that works? You're passing the knowledge on. You're shaping the future.
I don't know. I don't know if I want that responsibility.
You work for the Geek Group, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
We're pillars of the community. Which is terrifying. Did you ever notice that this particular stretch of 44th Street isn't asphalt, it's concrete?
Yes.
Why?
I have no idea why. I want to imagine that it's got something to do with trucking routes.
Yes, it does.
Alright.
44th Street is the heavy industrial road on the south side of the city. Like, with the most traffic. It's also the road to the airport.
Yes, it is.
So a lot of 44th Street, because asphalt just gets ripped apart, is done in concrete. Like the road we're on right now.
I'm learning all kinds of things today.
So the guy pulling up behind us just about caused an accident like 30 seconds ago. Oh, it's a girl driving a Toyota. She may actually be crying right now. She just tried backing out onto 44th Street.
Oh, that's who that was?
That was the honk you heard?
Oh.
The long horn festival.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, backing out into a main street,
Yeah, backing out onto 44th Street.
you're gonna have a bad time.
That does not end good for you. So what do we got up here? You're
There's-
supposed to know this side of
there's-
town, man. This is like your turf.
Yeah, well, I frequented parks and jungle gyms and walk roads with numbers for names. But it's spring, so there's some orange cones and blinking arrows telling me that I'm going to be waiting. I think they're putting in more sidewalks.
Why would we need more sidewalks? It's 44th Street. It's had sidewalks forever.
I don't know, but I think that's what I saw people digging. But we'll soon see once we pass the forest of orange. But yeah, I spent my days traveling through suburbs with street names named after trees and different types of leaves.
I can't imagine that. I can't fathom that. Because I grew up in the sticks. I grew up in Coopersville. My nearest neighbor was a quarter mile away. And it's just a different world. Like, if we wanted to walk into town to get a candy bar, then you're gonna walk a quarter mile up to 60th, and then turn right and walk another quarter mile to the highway, jump over the highway, like there wasn't an overpass or anything. We had to climb the fence and jump the highway and through the ditch and then the other highway and through the ditch and then jump the next fence.
Jeez.
And walk up River Street, down Eastmanville. So that's like, River Street was like 5 blocks and Eastmanville's another 5-8 blocks. Then you're downtown at the Coopersville Quick Stop. We had to do that to get a candy bar.
Jeez.
And if I did that, I was halfway to walking to school. Like, I hear all these guys like, oh, I had to walk to school, this sucks so bad. I loved it. Man, and the colder it was, I didn't care. I loved walking to school. It was great because you're out in the country, it's the middle of nowhere. It was totally normal to not see a car until I was in town. And it's dark out and the world's quiet and I loved it. It's why I walked. I hated riding the bus. You ride the bus and you're stuck on the bus for 45 minutes with 40 other assholes and everybody's loud and screaming. And I liked walking to school. It was like this absolute zen. There's nothing like it.
I can dig that.
And then I grew up and the first thing I wanted to do was get the hell out of it and move to a big city. So, yay, Grand Rapids.
It's getting bigger. It's growing.
I think the term for that is urban sprawl.
Probably.
Hey, Joe.
Yes.
It's not the fucking sidewalk.
No, it's not.
It's the middle of the road.
It is the middle of the road.
Totally not the sidewalk.
Nope.
In fact, the sidewalk is fine.
Yeah, it is.
Joe, you failed me now.
Get used to it.
For that, there will be punishment.
Talk to my parents. They'll tell you how to deal with it.
The whole world was counting on you. You've just told 1,000 people today that they were digging up the sidewalk on 44th Street when there's giant craters in the middle of the road. But you're on about sidewalks.
I could be a political pundit.
I think the stock market's where your future is.
Give me a salary with a lot of zeros and I'll tell 1,000 people whatever you want me to tell them.
Yeah, you could work in politics. Why are you doing 50 miles an hour on the highway? Hey, Joe.
What?
You think we can make it?
I think we can make it.
I think we can do this. I've seen the A-Team. I totally know how this is done. We can make this. The first part's the part that's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll pull up alongside, you get the ramps. We've got the entire plot to Fast and Furious 8 right now.
Yay!
So you see that on the back of a truck, Sewell, right? Well, that's probably some guy's name. Because who the hell's gonna name a company that unless it's some guy's last name? And then you gotta realize that guy had to be in high school once. And that had to suck for having a last name. It'd be like if I went to high school in Germany with my last name. I'm assuming that
I'm missing the
sucks,
reference.
Yeah, your German sucks worse than mine, and that's okay, because mine sucks pretty bad too. But Boden in German means bottom or floor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So I lucked out. I went to an American high school. Americans barely know how to speak English, much less German.
That's true. We all speak American here.
Merc! Alright, we're now back in the city limits of Grand Rapids. All the people at home are like, where the hell have you been? Well, there's the city of Grand Rapids, which is different than the Metroplex. Metroplex of Grand Rapids is like Grand Rapids, Kentwood, Wyoming, Comstock Park, Sparta, Belding. Then you get out into the real suburban areas, like Coopersville would count as a suburb to Grand Rapids. And then you have the Tri-City area, which is actually like 9 cities, of like Grand Rapids to Holland to Muskegon, is all like Southwest Michigan. So it's really weird.
I agree.
All in all, it's a couple million people.
And we're all one big happy family.
And everybody loves everybody, and everybody gets along, and there is peace and civility and harmony among everybody. And so much love. Except for this asshole who does not have a clue how to merge. Look at that. Look at that. You dumb shit. Oh, and now you're gonna get... Oh, come on over. I'll let you in. I love a freak show. You gonna try again? Or are you just gonna pull in the middle lane and park? You dick. And now we have 3 lanes of traffic, and everybody's just hanging out together. I am not going to hang with you. I let you over and you wasted your opportunity. Where are you gonna go? You can turn left, but it's gonna hurt really bad. Because right now you're 3 floors in the air. Are you getting off at Wealthy? You should get off at Wealthy. Get off at Wealthy. Get the fuck off of my road. Thank you. Entering the S-curve. And yes, we have off-ramps here on the left. Just because they like the entertainment value of it. Guy on the bike's having a good day.
Yeah.
But you've got really slightly wet roads, and he's putting a lot of lean into that corner. Which tells me he's got bigger balls than I do. But we're gonna get up here and hang the bike. Because see, when the roads are wet, that's the thing. If the roads are, like when it first rains just a little bit, like we had where it only rains for a little bit, what that does is it lifts all the oil up out of the pavement, and the roads get really, really slick. Where the fuck are you going? I'm down, let's go. So it's actually safer after it's been raining for a couple hours than it is if it's only been raining for like 20 minutes. That's actually pretty dangerous. White car wants to go. But I have to get off at this exit, so white car is going to go have his fun. Where are you going? Street, exit 87. It's where you get off if you want to go to the left. So what you thinking? Do you need a massage? You could call Mr. Backrub. Yeah, get a shot of that sign. You need a massage, Mr. Backrub.
Sounds legit.
Totally. We should put that on the van.
Like any massage parlor run out of a house. Totally legit.
You need a massage.
Yeah, that's not even a question. That's a statement.
Yeah.
That's saying, it's telling
like,
me.
It's like you want fries with that. That's your marketing there.
I guess I do.
You need a massage, Joe.
And
that's the man to give it to you.
I mean, if your last name is Backrub, you really only have one career choice.
That's Mr. Backrub.
I would suggest $50 and a visit to the courthouse, but you could just start a company.
Mr. Backrub's coming into the west side. I want to know where Mr. Backrub's going. Let's follow him.
Sure.
Let's follow Mr. Backrub. So we find out he's going to the lab. He's going to go down to the electronics lab and just start gently massaging editor. Maybe Rocco.
Mr. Backrub's taking a left on Seward.
That's Mr. Backrub. Because you need a massage. Vatos on! Right across the street from Advanced Auto Parts.
Yeah. Yes, I caught it. Is YouTube going to take the video down now because I showed the Advanced Auto Parts and AutoZone signs?
I don't imagine why. We've shown logos for about 1,000 different businesses as we drove down the streets across half the city.
Also, yes.
I wonder if we beat the van.
Probably.
I don't know. I haven't seen them, so. And it's a company vehicle, so you know Batman's driving that thing like a rape date. Can't find them, grind them. I need an oil change. I should do that.
Go for it.
Well, I got about 15 other things to do today that are higher priority, but I gotta go get an oil change.
And there we are.
The Geek Group. How do you guys like the sign today? Check that out. Right there, right there. Consider everything an experiment. The puppy's having a pee. Hi, puppy!
Oh no, they beat us.
Joe?
I failed again.
You're wrong, Joe. Have I pointed out that you're pretty much the world's most unreliable source of information? I know what you need to do for a living. You could be a sound man for Fox News.
I could.
You could.
Sean, I'm asking you now. Give me a job.
You have a friend that works for Fox?
Talking to Hannah.
I want security footage and I want it right now. Our load just came back. Editor, get Rocco, get me camera footage. I want it now. Patrick, get inside, check AV, start checking everything, and make sure we didn't just incinerate something. I want Batman, and I want him right now.
Look down the alley, see if anyone's there.
And neighborhood kids or some shit like that, they're sitting up in an upstairs bedroom looking out the window laughing like hell right now.
I think we lost the live stream as well.
I'm sure we lost the live stream. Get that back up. And we gotta reset the robot. We gotta reset all the CNC machines. We gotta do all kinds of shit. This just became the next hour of my life. Batman!
Looks like Jeff's okay.
Jeff's computer's okay because he runs on 110, but the robot light is just freaked out.
Oh.
Get out. Get back. Get back. I don't know what's going to happen. Let's see if we still have master. Let's home the robot. If it knows where home is, it's still master.
I imagine it would home up since the encoders didn't move.
Yeah, nothing was running, so the robot was okay. Robot knows where home is. Robot's mastered and fine. Excellent. Because the computer never went down, just the robot. Alright, what did you say about Rocco?
He'll be back in 30.
Where's he at?
He went to go get his kids.
Okay.
I'll check AV.
Alright, you check AV. Thank you. Here, Doogie, take this. Do you know how to bring a live stream back up?
Yeah, pretty much. As long as I can get into the computer.
Alright, take that with you and show them the process of what we do in PowerPoint. Where's Batman? I don't know. Find out.
Oh, that's fun. Adventure time. Oh, I think we're good actually. So it looks like everything's still okay. Flip to the back up. Oh, you moved my switcher. Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Typing one-handed because I'm awesome. Waiting on confirmation. Alright, no. Cast bar, we know cast bar works. Okay, I have this Jupiter, which is working. So by the process of elimination, this is the one we need. I can't get in. Alright, I gotta make a phone call. We'll be back. 1540 hours. I think we're back. Todd's messing with stuff right now. So, he's logged in to the Caspar server. So, I think it's out of my hands at this point. So, let's see what else is going on.
What you doing, Ed?
I am modifying a paper shredder
For what?
for chewing up plastic.
Oh, this is part of our recycling for 3D printing stuff?
That's right.
Cool.
It has an auto off feature, but the switch is inside there.
So you're just
Pain
gonna
in the
you're
ass.
gonna modify that.
I'm thinking about just adding a push button right here so we can defeat the switch.
That's a good idea.
Start it manually. It's dirty, dirty, dirty.
Where's your switch?
It's in there somewhere.
I think it's that.
Yeah.
That's your auto start.
It's an optical switch.
Yeah. Oh, it's easy to fix.
Yep.
Show me something good, Doogie.
Oh, now you got the camera on.
Yeah, what you got?
I guess I could plug this back in.
Does it do stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was experimenting with using a multi-turn pot, but I think what I'm going to end up doing actually is just getting a digital to analog converter, and then you'll have buttons for zoom and focus, and the microcontroller will set it.
Well, that's the way to do it, because we've already got the buttons for zoom and focus on the thing. Where's the thing?
It's under the desk.
Okay.
This one brings up the camera. Reference. And I attached, got our little dial here. And then when I cross a certain threshold, the alligator lead calls on. Now it's not working at all.
All that work. Damn thing don't work now.
Oh.
Yeah, totally. Switch a power supply on and off a lot really fast. They like that.
I unplugged the power supply like an idiot. Come on, freaking power supply.
Hey, Doogie.
Not much is happening now.
You suck at this. Whole internet's mocking you now.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, hey, shit moved. There you go.
So that's one limit. And then I can go through, spin this really fast. That gets us to the other limit.
Yeah, I definitely want to have
But you can,
with a controller with just a button. It's cool that you have the finite control, and that's kind of nifty.
but I can program in the buttons too, because if you just touch the button, I can have it just increment by 1. But if you hold the button after
yeah,
a half a second,
yeah,
increment
that's the
by
way
10.
to do it. Cool. Well, keep rocking, sir.
Yep.
I love this game, man. I can get to level 8.
I'm on level 43, and I'm like a supercharged dungeon master.
You're cool. I thought you made that damn thing.
I made part of it.
Done in one.
Got the armor class.
like that?
Fabulous.
Did you get a close up of them jaws?
Those sexy jaws you made there. Parts and parts. See what all the noise is back here. It's all the noise, man.
Pallet jacks or pallet racks are stubborn.
What are you doing?
I have to drop it so I can fit the barrels on this shelf.
Oh, okay. Why not just put the barrels on the bottom shelf?
This is my recycling center.
Oh.
If you take that away from me, I'll go crazy.
Okay. Hey, Batman. We'd recycle all this shit. We'd have all kinds of space.
Well, it constantly gets changed because awesome viewers are giving us
how long's that been sitting there?
For a while, because someone had set fire to the high voltage lab and blocked my whole entire area.
Always back to the fire. Always
back to the fire.
Man, I don't know what you're gonna do when you don't have that excuse anymore. You might milk that one dry in 5 or 6 years.
As long as I can see
I give it about 5 years, asshole.
As long as I can see the sun.
Oh shit. I like it when it's busy. I like when there's so much going on. Dying of fire. Got a ton of people here doing stuff, getting shit accomplished. I haven't harassed Joe in a good hour. I haven't bugged him about nothing. What?
Hi.
Hi, Joe.
Hi.
How's your day going?
Pretty good.
With cables. You having fun?
Yes. I didn't know there were so many cables that are really
There
hard to
are
sort because
a
they're
lot of
uniform.
cables. Where's the, you gotta, I gotta stop
Yeah,
that.
sorry.
Or, that's alright, just YouTube will get in a twist because they'll hear 3 notes of something. So there's gonna be a lot of stuff in surplus because we gotta clean this out. And all this stuff in here that's too old to use or just whatever, it's going to surplus. So you guys are gonna have a field day. Surplus is about to like explode with stuff. And the first thing we gotta do is sort out every single cable because there's a lot of cables in that room and this makes it easier to navigate around there and clean stuff out. So you having fun?
Yes, so much fun.
Every cable is getting sorted and organized and properly coiled by an audio professional. This is Joe, the audio professional.
I do parties and bar mitzvahs.
Yeah?
Yes. I'll come and coil cables for people.
I think you should DJ a brie or a bris.
I don't even know. I'd have to make a pretty good playlist for that.
I want to see the playlist you'd have. Submit your song suggestions for the playlist for a bris. I think I'm saying that right. I fail at Judaism, I'm sorry, but I think it's called a bris. But yeah, you should put together the playlist. Submit a comment with your suggestions of songs to play at a bris. This is going to be the funniest set of comments on YouTube's history, just so you know, ever. You know what the internet wants to see? I know what the internet wants to see. I know what the internet really wants. Hi. The internet wants to love you, just so you know. Yes, the internet wants to love you. Give you belly rub. Yay! For reasons beyond all understanding, this is her spot. She comes to the lab, she hangs out with Steven, and just cuddles with his butt.
When I leave her on the floor, well, usually she comes right here or right here and just puts her paws up there and is like, woof. This time, I happened to have my legs crossed like this, and she found, hey, I can climb that. So I didn't even have to lift her.
She just wants to hang out next to the glory of your butt.
I think it's because it's warm.
She feels more comfortable having long legs because he does too.
That's the system?
Sure.
Okay.
In my head.
Hi.
You can move her, she won't react.
What the hell is this? I didn't like Tubby the Tuba when I was a kid.
Oh my god, they want to hear so much about the dinosaurs.
Apparently, Miss Elizabeth has received one too many messages from me today concerning the anatomy of Tyrannosaurus. Okay, maybe 20 too many. It is my job today to research everything I can about Tyrannosaurus skeletons. There is a wealth of information.
He gets excited.
You're just hating life today, aren't you? Have you done a Tyrannosaur video yet?
No, but Herb
I
from
think you need to.
Tyrannosaurus sent me this masochism in an envelope.
Oh, God.
I will never be a watchmaker.
Okay, you got to put that down because there's no way that's going to photograph. But
Oh, you knocked it over.
that's okay. Now I can show people the glory. How was that made? Is that it looks laser cut? Okay. For scale, that's my finger. Okay. That whole thing's an inch high.
Yep. When they say on here actual size, they mean it. I'm used to it. So I'm just going to use this one for the video and mention that I'm doing it because of Herb and his sadistic models.
Who's Herb?
guy who sent the thing in.
Yeah. Best herb at tinysore.us.
Oh, that's a cool
Is it
website
though?
set up there.
It just redirects to their actual site, but I thought it was cute.